How's it going there? All right. Gotta get into that late night, tipsy, wispy mood. Which mostly involves opening some alcohol. Ah, there it is. Hey, how's it going, Biscotti? Oh, delicious. Alright, well, when last we left off, Barrett and Tifa are about to be executed for crimes against Shinra. Cloud got blown up, Eris died, and a bunch of people are missing, so... What potion was it just, It's called Super 8 Super Goose. That's what I was just, doing. It's a delicious berry beer. Dogfish Head. Same thing I was drinking probably the last tipsy stream as well. I bought like a 6-pack, so every time I do a stream, crack one open. Starting to run low though, running out. Redeem the word hint. The hint is there is no word for the late night wispy stream, at least not right now. I might add a late night whisper word at some point. But as of right now, there is no word. Because a screaming sound effect runs kinda counter to the whole shebang. It says in that word redemption that if you're doing it for the late night whisper stream, you're throwing your dust away. Will I give you a refund? I'll ask my people about it. We're not allowed to go anywhere but, you know, to the executioner's block. I'll submit a formal inquiry to Twitch. Is everyone here? These are the ones who brought this madness into the world. I wonder who that man in a suit without a head is. The hell are these people? We'll be broadcasting your miserable deaths live on national television. Oh, Scarlet, why a public execution in this day and age? With the chaos resulting from the media reports, we desperately need to rally public support. It's better that we punish somebody, anybody. You make me sick. Yahaha. They'll never admit it, but everyone loves this stuff. Let's start with this girl. If you gotta do it, take me first. The first time I pooped my pants as an adult, it's when I had like 105-degree fever and I was puking and just like diarrhea and it was the worst thing in the whole world. So yeah, there was some poop involved while like puking, passing out on the bathroom floor from severe fever. How's it going, Creedmoor? That's the story of the time I got so sick I pooped and puked and fell asleep in the bathroom. Camera, this way. Make sure you get this. The audience just eats up tearful goodbyes. How's it going, Creedmoor? Tell me about your day. What are you doing? Oh, this is my special gas chamber. Take your time and enjoy a slow, painful death. A typical Friday night for you, Dino? You stuck-up bitch. Oh my goodness. Well, now the show's about to begin. Weapons approaching. Attention, weapon approaching. Attention all. Military personnel, take your positions. Oh no, it's weapon. Run, everybody, run! Hey, all of you. Damn, why now? How does it feel now, Scarlet? So you didn't run, I'm impressed. How do I feel right now? No. Sleeping gas. It was me, a stuffed animal, the whole time. Colonel, how's it going, man? Hey, anytime, Colonel. I'm also slowly putting them all on YouTube as well. I'm glad you're all caught up. Creepmore says, I also almost shit myself. I had a quick onset of bubble guts at work. It's not fun. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, man. So how's it going, Colonel? Hey now. I love the Tick and Talk song for battle. It's great. Mind blow. No, just big shot. Did you guys know that originally during development for Final Fantasy VII, the game was actually supposed to take place in, at the time, modern-day New York City? Good lord. Thank you very much. Anyway, yes. Final Fantasy VII originally was supposed to be a modern-day, our-world, New York City set video game. Work on that initial design went on to be used for Parasite Eve, which does take place in 1999 New York City. I've been doing a lot of research for a dumb video I'm making. Why ain't you part of Shinra? Let's just say I'm against capital punishment. Besides, I hate this broad. Come on, we gotta help Jen Baps. I'll keep watch at the entrance. Oh, I'm getting the drive. I love that when people are unconscious in the game, they still blink and stuff on the floor. Fools, I've already pushed the switch. Oh no, we gotta save Jen Baps. Time is of the essence. Hey, do you gotta smoke? Oh. I heard Parasite Eve, great game. Hell yeah, Parasite Eve is a great game. I was saying that Final Fantasy VII in early development was supposed to take place in modern-day New York City. And instead, we ended up in Midgar, but all the work they did for that went on to be used for Parasite Eve. Just gonna do a little bit of moving around. It won't open. How's it going, Necron? I'm doing a video about Parasite Eve for our YouTube, so I was doing a lot of research recently. If only the lights were flashing, there'd be a real rave. It's a weapon. There's been so many attacks lately. Can we handle it? I believe so. Your orders? That explains why I love Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve is one of my favorite games. The director of the game is the guy who directed fucking Chrono Trigger, one of my favorite games of all time. It was produced by the guy who created the Final Fantasy franchise. Character design was done by Nobuo, who of course did the character designs for every Final Fantasy after 6 and created the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Like, everything about Parasite Eve is amazing. Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, hell yeah. No need to ask. We'll give it a shot from our big cannon. Your one issue with Parasite Eve, it's hard to come across ammo. It is frustrating, the sometimes lack of ammo. Open cannon doors, activate cannon, target, weapon. And then on top of that, the true ending to the game is at the top of the Chrysler building, which is a post-game content dungeon with like 100 fucking hard-to-beat floors of enemies, and then one of the most brutal boss fights of all time at the top. which child me didn't know about. This is something I learned about years later. Yeah, I'm making a fun little video about Parasite Eve. A fun fact, the game is actually a sequel to a novel. And that novel was written by a proper, like, pharmacologist and scientist researcher. So, like, it's a relatively scientifically concrete thing right up until the part where mitochondria take over your body. Which is pretty cool. Preparation's complete. The cannon. Fire. The cannon. The cutscene, like, probably 10 hours from now where they use cannon again is the way cooler cannon cutscene. Oh heck yeah, Necron. This particular video is going to be going on the primary channel. My ideal upload time is sometime in, like, March 15th or so, if I can get it done. A lot of editing involved. Will I do a Final Fantasy VII remake stream when that comes out? 100% yes. Did we get him? Seems so. Weapon approaching. It's heading right toward us. Speed 50 knots. It can't be, we hit it dead on. What about the other cannon? It'll take some time to reload. Then use regular firepower in the meantime. Hell yeah, I can't wait either, I'm very excited. Yes, sir. Open all artillery doors. Target weapon. Don't let it land. Here we go. Here's a cool scene. Bum bum. The first playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake? Yeah, I'm gonna be playing it for the first time on stream. Unless you're asking about something else. How far-fetched is that mitochondria becomes an invasive force? Mitochondria is like super cool stuff. Speed 70 knots, weapon closing in. No good, it's approaching. So mitochondria it's a separate creature entity from us. It has its own unique DNA separate from our own DNA. And it just lives inside of our cells. It's almost like a symbiotic other creature. Parasite Eve was written around the time the scientists were all about mitochondrial Eve, which is the... oh no, gas! Like the common ancestral point for humanity. It's the powerhouse of the cell, exactly. Jeff, kids, help! Hold your breath. Hold on as long as you can. Come on, I can't hold on forever. So, like, he wrote the book because he thought it was interesting that we have essentially an alien living inside of all of our cells, and humanity has, like, one common ancestry, which means, like, this weird alien essentially has the keys to the cars of humanity. And he thought, it'd be fun if I wrote a book about just cells inside your body taking over. And that's the genesis of the novel Parasite Eve. And then the video game is a sequel to the book. So, the video I'm working on is actually a retrospective on the development of the game, going into, like, the wacky history behind it, the people that worked on it, its connections to the book, the fact that fucking Madonna, of all people, like, purchased the film rights for the movie, allegedly. And then the second half of it is how would you make that as a modern day video game, because older games are kind of clunky sometimes and not as much fun to play. Like, how do you update it with newer controls, make the gameplay feel fun? So that's the kind of video I'm working on right now. Just don't breathe, you'll be fine. How's it going, Krios? How's your day going? Fuck. We gotta get in there. Hey, give me the fucking keys. I like that on the screen here you can see that Tifa is clearly not in the chair, it's an empty chair. You just finished the D&D session? Oh, nice. It's locked from a different room. We gotta go with a different plan. Let's get out of this room first. Jed and Babs, I'll help you, I promise. Oh no, they locked this too. Fools, you can't save the girl. Kya-ha-ha. God damn it. Okay, time for plan B. Let's run to the airport. Wow, the airport, I ain't leaving Jim Babs there. Trust me, we gotta take a chance. Where you going? The airport's the other way. You stupid motherfucker, don't you know where you're going? Where you going? The airport is yet again the other way. Fucking just tell me where to go. Why has Jim Babs been kidnapped? So when last we left off Krios, the whole party was essentially blown up in an explosion. Cloud is lost forever, no one knows where he is. And these people were about to be executed for state crimes. Oh, thank you, Necron. I have a very limited range of voices in whisper mode, but I try my best. Mamo Piss is literally the only party member who's not currently in a lethal gas chamber. I'm glad I chose the very last direction as the right direction. These people that have literally no equipment on right now. You know, I gotta put some like materia on these people. Yeah, enjoy being small, idiot. Can't believe I forgot to equip them. Get out of here, random encounters. No one likes you. Yeah, we ended the last stream on a number of big cliffhangers in this game. I wonder who that person is there. Alright, let's give people some spells. Oh my god, and like better equipment. That's the best I got is enemy launcher? I really fucked up. I threw everything away. I assumed I would never have them in my party. In this game that I've played before. Alright, you can have some good stuff for now. Alright, he has a good weapon. We got one person with a good weapon. Got that going for us. Let's see. Give you 2 summons. Manipulate. I don't remember manipulate. Doesn't matter. Always gotta have enemy skill on somebody. Where is... Oh, Tifa has all of the healing materia. That's kind of a problem. Whatever, I'm sure that will come up. Okay, luck plus and lightning, there you go. You can give all and barrier. Use extra MP and increase power of paired magic. For a crappy early summon. Counter attack. Ramu. And death blow. There you go. Everybody has stuff now. How's it going, Lily? There we go, we do like a mild amount of damage now. And have some defense for a change. Not that much defense, unfortunately. You died, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you're dead. I know you're in a hurry, but please, if I could have a word. Shut up, I'm in a hurry. Don't make so much noise, it's me. Me, Nin. The hell you doing here? Necron, did you summon Laser Lily? Oh, good. I'm glad he rezzed you. I'll explain later. We gotta get going to the airport. Good work, Necron. We're stealing a fucking airship, baby. I got a bunch of dumb shit going on at where I work. So that means I get stuck there extra long for this weekend, and I'm very not excited about it. $900, come on, you can do better than that. Alright, we gotta give equipment to her too. Promise Babs has all the materia. Boy, I really want to be able to choose my party. Run! Yo, you sure this is the right way? It's a dead end. Oh, did I make a wrong turn? You damn cat, what the hell are we gonna do now? They'll be coming soon. Ew, he has like one little vestigial thumb, kinda like poking out of his cube hand. Yo, better watch my back till the end, partner. Brave gun arm stance. Move your feet and arms, then use your head to get out of the chair. Excuse me? Get that key. No, get that key. There we go. God, this part of the game is so stupid. Hey, you got a free arm now. Have you thought about that? There we go. Which button stops the gas? Yeah, it was DDR. Oh, for those of you that like Shadowverse, the mini expansion came out yesterday, I think. Won't open. Stop. You violated the law. Pay the court fine on server. Your sentence or stolen goods or what? Oh, court fine or sever your sentence. There's some words in there that I don't think are quite right. Alright, good. It wasn't me having a stroke. Oof, right in the face. That's gotta sting. And there goes one of the weapons. Just like 4 more weapons to go now. Countless times? I certainly don't keep track. Also, it's not truth or dare, it's literally just a double dog dare. First you lock me in this weird place, and now you're telling me to come out? Make up your own mind. I have since altered the arrangement because someone pointed out, Ask Me Anything is basically just the same thing minus a step. They were right. I reevaluated. Well, I don't think that guy's gonna make it. Whoops, there she goes. Pretty sure you'd be dead. That was really high up. Oh my god, I remember what part of the game we're on right now. A very exciting slap fight on a giant gun. Very good. You dare me to =/ I'll do my best. It's Sister Ray. There we go, out to the barrel. This part of the game is so weird. Our little game of hide and seek ends here. Any story? The execution may have been unsuccessful, but your death by falling and crashing into the water below might still be pretty exciting. Tifa does not give a shit. Oh! Stuck up to the end. Quit slapping me, you old bitch. What? Payback. The trick is to never let Scarlet get a slap in. Aw, damn. Sometimes it doesn't let me move until after, when it's too late. Damn. God, I can't stand it. Take her away. Now it's time to pay up. Calm down or I'll drop you. Run. Run to the end of the cannon. And here's our very dramatic escape. Oh no! Oh, she's okay. You don't remember the names of the characters in this game? And now we have an airship. We can go anywhere now. It's beautiful. A quick short story involving Final Fantasy VII. When the game was brand new, I was playing through it at the same time as my father. And eventually we got to a point where he overwrote his game over my save file, and then I refused to talk to him for over 2 months. Which was pretty easy because he doesn't really talk at all. But still, it was the principle of the thing. There's a surprising lack of retro-style turn-based RPGs on the Switch, whereas Breath of the Wild, Cthulhu Saves the World, Breath of Death... Oh sorry, you did say Breath of Death. My brain just automatically assumed I said Breath of Fire. Yeah, I'm surprised those aren't on there. Like, those are pretty staple indie games right there. One of the Dragoons, the guy was stuck in... Ah, I got you. My cheeks hurt a bit. Forget it, what's all this? Well, I'll catch the details later. In any case, the airship's high wind is now yours. I love that Nin 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 is just like, oh Jesus Christ. Well, I'm glad you're safe. gonna stay up here a little bit longer. Oh, I get sick of chips. I want to go to sleep so I could see my buddy faster, but you also want to watch Chris. The answer is to fall asleep while watching Chris. The stream is for that. Dragon Age is hard for you to get into. I had similar problems. Eventually I got into it. It took me a couple of tries. Killing God is the best thing ever, and I hope everyone has a good answer to Canada. Is the only reason to get a card. Well, that was definitely an autocorrect story you had me read there. Cockpit? B2? Damn it, why didn't y'all tell me you could fly a damn airship? I thought Jim Babs was gone for good.
Sorry, but I had to do something to trick the enemy.
Come on, everyone's waiting. Everyone's here? Welcome my airship, the High Wind. What's wrong? You should be more excited than that. I coerced these people at pain of death to work for me on this airship. I press ganged them. Big. Oh my god, I forgot his name was just fucking Big. What a regrettable misclick, naming this man Big. Not enough crew. All we have to do is just pilot. They don't have to talk to us. Hey you, what the hell are you doing? When everyone talks to me, I get all nervous and mess things up. Hey you, what the hell are you doing? Pilot in training, level 3. Yeah, don't talk to me. You're going out for the weekend, so you're not coming back in? My autocorrect story makes more sense. I'm glad everyone's just making autocorrect stories. So glad you're alright, Jen Babs. Do you think we aren't strong enough without Sam Farts? Do you think we can't save the planet alone? Meteors coming and weapons on the rampage. At a time like this, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. No idea at all. Get a hold of yourself, Jen Babs. Come on, let's think about this. No way we can get off of this train we're on. It's an airship, but if only Sam Farts were here, everything would be fine. Sam Farts would stand that cocky little way he did and tell us what to do. He'd say, everything's under control, Jen Babs. Jen Babs, when you become such a wimp? I'm sorry, Jiff Kids. I'm so depressed. I'm surprised at myself. And Jen Babs, the reason why we all thought it was Sam Farts was because... I know. That's why I want to make sure. That's why I have to see him again. Even though we fell into, like, a giant explosion. It's not that I would time be fun, we would have a bit better than we thought. Psychonauts, and I can't really hit him up an adaptation of the bathroom. These autocorrect stories are a nightmare. Cheer up, Jen Babs. So what if your friend is dead? What do you know? I didn't dislike him. I gotta admit, he was a strange dude. Just when you thought he was cool, he'd do some damn fool thing. Then when you thought he was smart, he'd show how stupid he was. Everything about him, from his movements to his speech, were kinda odd. Knowing what I do now, I could see why he was that way. Well, as long as you stay alive, you just might see him again someday. So cheer up, sis. I'll be able to see him again. If we could find out where he is, the Highland will get us there in no time. Chat is it's just gibberish right now. Maybe. Sam Farts is still stuck deep in the North Crater, where the ground cracked and swallowed him whole. Buried in the depths of the underground.
Deep within the earth? Are you talking about the live stream?
The life stream sometimes gushes out from the cracks in the ocean floor to the surface. I heard about such a place. Monster Factory is, in fact, one of, if not the best YouTube series. The MacLeod brothers are tremendous. I love them all. All three of them. They're perfect. Perfect angels. Maybe. Just maybe Sam Farts.
What? Does Sam Farts always gotta be around?
We did fine without him in the beginning. I'm glad he's dead. Fuck that guy. What happened to the tough girl I used to know? Where'd she go? The one that didn't like you? The stupid bastard who farted all the time. Get rid of him.
I'll give you info on Shinra. Ask me if there's anything you don't understand.
I'll tell you what I don't understand. How do I fucking, begin playing the game again? Who do I talk to make this fucking airship fly? You all suck, bye. Sorry, go speak to Captain Big. Oh my god, I just talked to Captain fucking Big. My hands are full, so I'll excuse myself here. Alright, A, B is land. Alright, good enough. It's a lot of emotes. I want to ride a Kokobo. Well, I gotta start catching some Kokobos. Who's in my party right now? Nobody. Alright, I came from up above. I guess we'll just scream at Vincent. No, Sid. Scream at Sid until the game lets me play. Hey, asshole. Great, can we do that now? Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. I just want to play the game again. Alright, I talked to all these jackasses. I guess we'll go see... We'll go see Nin Nin Nin, I guess. Good. Excellent. Very, very good with that. This is infuriating. So things have come to this. When you want to take off, just tell the pilot on the bridge. How much longer until Cloud dies? Given the fact that there are sequels to this game where he is alive, the answer is never. Oh my god, I had to talk to this asshole again. Don't worry, I'll be done in a minute. Oh, and Jim Babs, no matter what your goal is, you gotta be prepared. Go to the operation room, get ready. I'm gonna set this whole airship on fire. Whole airship on fire. Thank you for a job well done. Alright, here we go. Definitely want Vincent. And I guess I'll take Nin Nin Nin. Oh my god, can I switch her? No, we can't. Jenna Paps has to be on the team. That's a baseball. Sakila, Nin Nin Nin. We haven't played with Sid yet. You know what? I'm gonna take Sid. See what he's like. Oh my god. Give him a mop. Yes, please. Oh, that's right. I need to take back something. Alright, you. Oh my god, no. Give that back. Give you something terrible. His name was gonna be like Big Daddy or something. I can't remember what Jed decided, but I hit the wrong button, so it just became Big. Good night, Dino Kid. Enjoy falling asleep to the gentle sounds of, gonna go with, Here we go. Just some crickets and a campfire roaring in the night for you. Let this lull you to sleep, Dino. Oh, I heard a coyote in the distance. Ah, so relaxing. Nice crickets. Anyway, good night, Dino. Enjoy falling asleep. Alright, took all his stuff. Alright, he gets a mop. Alright, he has the fairy ring. She has the white cape. I'm gonna give her the ribbon, because she's the healer. You transform, so I'm less worried about you. And you can have the cape. What's pen 4 plus pen 9 plus pen 2? I just don't know. It's impossible to figure that out. Is it pen 16? Dragon Claw's the best you can get. And Larry's the best you can get. Man, he has like a lot of good stuff on him. Alright, she's all set. Oh my god, this is where the rest of my material was. He had it all. It's pen 14. Oh. Makes perfect sense. All barrier. Ooh, who has enemy? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh my god, this is so annoying. Give me the cat. Quality of life is an important element of game design, and older games did not have that. It can be very frustrating sometimes. Like, in order to get materia off of someone not in the party, even though we have access to this fucking menu, I have to switch them out, which involves talking to a guy, going through a menu, selecting him, swapping for someone currently in the party, taking the stuff off, exiting the menu, talking to a guy, selecting an item, choosing the swap characters, so on and so forth. It's just super frustrating. Alright, enemy skill, please. Odin, Neo Bahamut. Luck plus. Sense, protect allies, poison. Added effect is good. Steel is garbage, let's get rid of that. In favor of transform. Oh, nice apostrophe there. Okay, finally. I just feel like the game wasted like 10 minutes of my life. We're off. He's a level 4 now, he upgraded. Oh, I love it. Love the meteor in the sky. Do. And I love the music too. This is why I like the first couple of Final Fantasy games. You didn't have to worry about switching out party members. Yeah, like I appreciate the idea of having, some player choice and what kind of stuff you're working with and swapping between folks. But it is very frustrating. Like, I don't know if the player choice is necessarily worth the frustration. That was not the right button. Yay! Are we not allowed to land here? What about over here? There we go. For those of you that were keeping score, we did this, but then the game crashed, so we lost all the progress. So we gotta do this again. And this time I'm going to let the game handle it for me, because God, I hate this minigame. This was in fact the first Final Fantasy on the PlayStation, but far from the last. And eventually they would release PlayStation remasters, I guess you could call them, re-releases at the very least, of pretty much all the other Final Fantasy games. How many of those do I own? Pretty much all of them. Got my big old stack of PlayStation 1 double thick cases, my jewel cases. Never thought I'd see someone else come up here to fight the Shinra. You haven't had a game crash on you since before this year? This year is 1 month and 22 days long, so it's been a short year for you so far. There's still plenty of time. Play more games. I'm sure it'll happen just through the law of big numbers. I mean, Shinra, a battlefield, we can't overlook that. What do you mean by that? Oh, appears you have a problem with the Shinra too, after all I climbed up here. You know what, I had to read all this dialogue once before, so I'm gonna just kind of sum up Mount Condor for everybody. There is a giant bird on top of this mountain, and that bird is perched on top of a Mako reactor. And the Shinra want to get the bird off the Mako reactor. We'll find out why they're trying to do that later on in the game, but for right now, all we know is that the Shinra are trying to kill this bird, and the people that live here are trying to stop the Shinra from doing that, and they have conscripted us into their war. Now you're all caught up. I've summed up all of Mount Condor's introductory dialogues for you. You missed the epic story of Black Mage, White Mage, Knight, and last but not least, Knight, as they do some mission things because of world saving. Are you talking about, I'm confused. I know who Black Mage and White Mage is, but the third character's name was Fighter, thank you very much. And they had a very epic storyline in a little webcomic called 8-Bit Theater. God, I miss that comic every day of my life. You hang in there. Alright, what do I need more of? Oh, I think we need a few more of those. It's White Mage, Black Mage, Red Mage, and some other garbage trash. But no, it's Red Mage. Sorry. It's White Mage, Black Mage, and Fighter. That's the party. They are heroes. They're gonna save the world. 8-Bit Theater was a webcomic that was amazing. Alright, we own everything. Yeah, we do. Don't need to buy any of this garbage. Super marked up prices too. There are supposed to be 4 people, it's true. Kevid Theater was mostly a three-party experience webcomic. Romano, how's it going, Romano? Welcome to the Late Night Tipsy Whisper. Thanks for accepting, blah blah blah. Like I said, summed up for you before, they want to take money from us and then fight the Shinra, and we're gonna let that happen. Let's contribute a bunch of money. 5,000 gil. 5,000 gil. And 5,000 gil. Alright, you have a lot of money. And now I'll let you guys handle the fight. Because boy is it boring. It's beautiful. Wait, do I have to, like, do the fight? Oh, it already happened. Oh, good. So if you choose to fight it on your own, you have to place, like, individual little units, and it takes, like, 1,000 years. It's not my favorite minigame in the game. You love the whisper vibes? I'm glad you like the whisper vibes. Oh, excuse me. Alright, well, we've defended the place just right. Nerd! So how's it going, Romano? Tell me about your day. So White Mage, Black Mage, Fighter, and Fighter. It is a stupid minigame, right? Like, I never really liked the Mount Condor nonsense. It's only 8:30 for me, though. Kind of funny. Oh, where are you located? Let's see, it's 1:30 a.m. here. Yeah, like in California, it would still be like, what, 9:30 in California? Is that right? No, it'd be 10:30 in California. Oh, you're in Hawaii. Cool. Have you lived in Hawaii your whole life, or are you only there for, like, a part of your life? Wow, what a great phrased question by me. Is indeed 10:30 in California? Ah, here on the East Coast, it's already 1:30 a.m. This part of Final Fantasy is always great, where you're like, okay, what do I do now? So we have to come back later for the second part of Mount Condor, and I think we have to do it 3 times. I don't know if we're allowed to start breeding Kokobo yet. Try to remember where we go for our next, like, event. Is it Wutai? I think it might be Wutai. Where's my map? Been here before, right? Or have we? You know? Is this the ruined village? We made a discovery. It's now 10:32. Oh, big difference. You're gonna try Knights of Pen and Paper. I haven't played Knights of Pen and Paper. And Romano says, I had a weird day. Work changed last second, gave me 30 minutes to get a job. That takes 45 minutes to get all of your gear and get to. So you're like, cool. And you've only lived in Hawaii for 3 years. Oh, okay. How would you say living in Hawaii is? Ahoy! Ain't met you in a butte. Oh, sorry. Hey, ain't you a butte? My god, I can read. This here's my deal. It's quite lit. It's a quiet little hot springs. I clearly need to drink more. Oh, you're originally from the desert, California? It's beautiful, you're high and at a ramen shop. Well, that sounds amazing. Ramen is delicious, and I imagine Hawaii has pretty decent ramen given that, like, Japanese folks love to go there and open businesses and to retire there and take vacations there. So I imagine you're getting some very good ramen. And of course, the other part is always just great for eating food, so just a perfect place for old folks like us to live out our lives. I hear that things ain't so peaceful on the outside, but here it's still nice and quiet, which is why I'm sitting on the floor over here. We have not been to this place before. What's the matter? Are you all alone? I was gonna say, probably not legal in Hawaii, but that won't stop people. It hasn't been legal in Massachusetts for that long, and I'll tell you, I was partaking before the legality. Don't tell Twitch. Everyone, keep it a secret. Got lost, didn't you? Separated from someone you love. Silly thing. Guess it's been about a week now since he was washed up here on the shore. Poor pokey-headed young thing. Oh my god, I found Cloud already. It was really sad, but weird. He was holding this really long sword. Oh, the whole thing feels unlucky to me. The amazing thing were those weird blue eyes. What? Wait a minute, what did you just— oh, a nice quiet moment. Wait a minute, what did you just say? Excuse me, that person you were talking about. Oh yeah, a villager found him a little ways down the coast. It was about a week ago, I think. Poor kid, he must have drifted from somewhere pretty far away. Sam Farts, it must be, it's Sam Farts. You found him. Good job, Jen Babs. Wow, this was entirely by mistake. I couldn't remember where we're supposed to go. Where is he? Is he safe? Where is he now? Yeah, up here. At the, clinic. At the, clinic. He's alive. Sam Farts is alive. Sam Farts, I'm coming. Hang on, baby. Ooh, Jen Babs did not go through that door gracefully. Sam Farts? Hey, you barged in here like meteor was crashing down or something. Well, yes it is, but also— wait, what? Well, I'm sorry, but I heard a friend of mine was here. A friend? Oh, that young fellow. Don't worry, he's next door, but his condition isn't good. Here? Over here? Sam Farts? Oh, Sam Farts, I'm so glad you're safe. Creepy. Sam Farts? What's wrong, Sam Farts? Sam Farts, what happened to you? Mako poisoning. Quite an advanced case. Appears this young man's been exposed to high levels of Mako energy for an extended period of time. Probably has no idea who or where he is now. Poor fellow. Can't even speak. He's literally miles away from us. You're gonna go and pretend you don't live in the uber-conservative South where pot is the devil? It's been so long since you've been high. Creed, I'm so sorry. If you're ever out Massachusetts way, I will help you out. But have a very good night, sleep well. Let the gentle sounds of whatever this horrible sound effect is lull you to sleep. Someplace far away where no one's ever been. All alone. Yep, I have great bedside manner. Doctor! Damn, that's evil. Sam Farts. Let's excuse ourselves. Listen, would you all mind, waiting outside? This is your first time being at the late night Tipsy Whisper stream? Oh, well. Basically the idea is I get real chill. Everyone else gets chill, we put on our PJs. I tend to play either relaxing games or like story-based, narrative-type stuff like Final Fantasy VII. We did Death Stranding before this. Basically just like, it's a way to unwind at the end of the day, help people sleep. Oh, you're not disappointed. I'm glad. There are 6 hidden, like, super soothing sound effects to find. I've already done campfire and waves. Why? What do you want me to do? Please, Sam Farts, talk to me. Tell me you see me, that you can hear me. Tell me, please. It's like a borderline ASMR experience. I made it this far believing in the memories we shared. This isn't happening, it's too cruel. Oh, Sam Farts, I hate the sound effect they were looping. I wish it would end. Thank God. This part of the game always gets me choked up when Jen Maps takes a pillow and smothers the brain-dead Cloud in the hospital room. It's real moving. Listen, Doc, why don't you tell us the truth? What about Sam Farts? Is he alright? I do believe I said that he was gone, and like the most severe case of mako poisoning I ever saw, so it's weird they're asking for the truth. I'll say it again, he's got mako poisoning. I've never seen a case this bad. An immense amount of mako-drenched knowledge was infused into his brain. It's a miracle he survived. No normal human could have. No wonder. After all, he fell into the live stream was carried down here. Excuse me? That's Ho Hokum. Remember, the light of hope can be found anywhere. If you give up hope, what will happen to him? He'll have to stay in my hospital, and I don't like that. Hey, take him with you. Hope. I guess that's all that's left now. Well, I killed him. You okay? Yes, I'm sorry to worry you all. There's something I want to say to you. No, not the sound. I don't care about anything else, only Sam Farts. I want to be by his side. Do what you wish. Yeah, right, hang in there, Jin Maps. I'm sorry, everyone, especially now. Don't worry, we'll return and check on him later. Oh, hang in there, Jin Maps. Take care of Sam Farts. Oh, sweet lord, please don't leave the party. You have all the heal material. Very well then, we should return to the Highwind. He looks like a drunk baby. He does look like a drunk baby. What are we gonna do now? What can we do? Jen Babs has all of the healing materia. We're fucked, everybody, we're fucked. Is there nothing we can do? Don't go telling us to wait for Sam Farts to get better. Oh, I've got some news. Yeah, what? That you a spy? Well, yeah, I've already told you I was. Both Gyahaha and Kyahaha are up to something. Wanna eavesdrop? Now then, we're faced with 2 issues. Number 1, destroy Meteor. Number 2, remove the barrier around North Cave and defeat Sephiroth. Any ideas? The first problem's already solved. Meteor will be soon smashed to bits. The plan's already in motion. We're collecting huge material from each region. What? A huge materia is a high-density special type of materia made through a special compression process in Maker reactors. The energy extracted from it is 330 times the strength of normal materia. Yeah, how about that? We'll gather all the huge materia together and ram it into Meteor. That will cause a huge explosion, reducing Meteor literally to bits. You're going to ram Meteor? Do you think we have the technology to do it? First things first. Right now we've got to collect huge materia from each area. Well, we've already collected materia from Nibelheim. Now all that's left are Coral and Fort Condor. I've already dispatched troops to Corel. Or Coral, or whatever. Coral? What else can they do to Coral? And the huge materia. You mean the huge materia, don't you? I've heard about it. When our small materia nears the larger one, there should be some reaction. I'm certain of it. That's why we're using the materia power in our fight. Can't let Shinra get a hold of that huge materia. Besides, when Sam Farts gets back, I want to show him this huge materia. He's gonna be shocked. His Mako Point is gonna love it. Can I narrate all your games? You should hear me when I'm not whispering. So much more range. Thank you very much, Ramanu.
So what are you saying, Jeff Kids? Even though you're always knocking him, you really want a Sam Farts to return?
That was a very good dance. I ain't saying nothing about nothing, just shut your face. Every group's gotta have a leader. And that's me. Or at least I wanna be, but I ain't cut out to be no leader. I never knew that till lately. That's what it is. Oh, huh? I was asleep. What's going on? You've been chosen to be the new leader.
Pain in the ass, forget it.
Well, for us to fight, we gotta have a high wind, and you. We need to save the planet, and who's running the ship? You. That's why you're the new leader. Ain't no one else can do it. This ship's gonna save the planet, huh? Ain't that gonna be a little tough? Oh man, stab me in the heart. I'm a man too. Okay, I'll do it. Everyone follow me. Alright, now here's the first job. The operation room's waiting for you. Yeah! I love his run. Such a goofy run cycle. Yo, Big. When you're ready, we're heading for the core reactor. Come on, leader man, let's hurry. Big. As a child, I did not realize that was a rude gesture he does. I know you're all dying to talk to a babe like me, but just leave me alone. This shit makes me... But his goofy-ass run, it's so good. I wonder if she still has all the materia, because if she does, we're fucked. Welcome to the party, Nin Nin Nin. Alright, ribbon's here, so that's a good sign. Hey, we're gonna be okay, everybody. Attack simultaneously when paired material is used. So every time we use... So on the one hand, we could apply Revive to an all materia and revive 2 people at once. That's like a niche situation. So whenever she revives someone, she'll also attack. Do I have added effect or anything like that? Adds material element. I don't know how to use this in our pair. Did I get to name these characters? Yes, these are all our names. Chat came up with them all. It was like a team effort between me and Chat to name each character in the game. Which is why the main character's name is Sam Farts. I don't know if you knew this, but the main character of Final Fantasy VII, one of the best-selling video games of all time, didn't name their main character Sam Farts. With a Z. Counterattack. You've never actually played Final Fantasy VII? These names are now canon. These are, in fact, canon names. Especially big. Just big. You're welcome. I'm glad that I'm, like, informing your first experience of Final Fantasy VII. You know nothing about Final Fantasy? You're pretty sure, but you wanted to be sure. It's a Japanese game, like, who's to say, right? Maybe they really did name main character Sam Farts. I'm glad you guys are, like, open to possibilities. That's important. Oh my god, I hate that button. It's gonna drive me insane. Alright, counterattack is fun. Magic plus, why not? Oh, and transform. Waka was your boy? That soccer game or whatever it was. I'm trying to remember the name of that particular game. How was that called? Blitzball. You're thinking of Blitzball, I believe. Took me a second, but I remembered. I love that they make me go all the way to the operations room and then run all the way back. Alright, I don't think we're at the point in the game yet where we can do Chocobo breeding. Yeah, the main character in that game was Titus. Hold on, I'm gonna... Reach behind me and get my phone. Because I want to question real quick if we're able to start breeding Chocobo. Because if we are, that's something I need to start doing. FF7 Chocobo breeding guide. Was there another character named Vespasian? I don't think so. Oh, and for those of you that are involved in our Dark Souls 3 playthrough that's going on during the daytime stream, just to let you know how sick I am and how much I like Dark Souls 3, how unhealthy I am when it comes to this game. We played through and we got a character up to like the Road to Sacrifice. I have 2 more characters that are all at the same point in the game now. I have a Pyromancer and a Strength Faith build. So we could like switch between characters as we go. I plan on leveling all these characters up. You kind of feel like Final Fantasy has very confusing storytelling? Is the most recent one worth playing? I didn't play Final Fantasy 15. Those of my friends that played it liked it. It is a very different experience. My favorite Final Fantasies are Final Fantasy VI, if you like old school Super Nintendo role-playing games. Final Fantasy VII, the one I'm playing right now, but if you're already watching me play it, you're gonna get the whole story, and it's really at that point whether or not you want to be the one, you know, putting together your team and stuff like that. And after that, Final Fantasy Tactics is a very different experience and easily my favorite game, possibly of all time. I really like Final Fantasy Tactics. It's probably what I'm going to do after this for the Whisper stream. And I highly recommend everyone check out Final Fantasy Tactics whenever they get the chance. You wish you could play Dark Souls 3 with me, but you're on the Xbox. Oh, I'm sorry you're on the Xbox. The game is currently on sale on the PlayStation 4 for $20, and I'm actively considering picking it up even though I own it on PC already, just so I could play it like while I'm lying in bed. Again, I'm sick. I really like Dark Souls a lot. Like, so much. Alright, sorry. Let me finish what I'm doing here. Intro, intricate side quest, breeding, blah blah blah. Where the fuck do I get to start raising them? You can start your Chocobo breeding bonanza at Disc 2 when Sid becomes the temporary leader of the group. Wait until Cloud becomes the leader because Gold Saucer's closed. Alright, so when Cloud comes back, that's when we're gonna start. You have a PlayStation, you have a PS4 too? No lies, you'd buy it again? I mean, like I said, I'm probably going to pick it up on the PlayStation 4 because I really like it. Oh, I can't land here? Weird, I wonder where this cave goes. Oh, this is... pretty sure I remember what that is. Look at all these bridges. So cool. So the reason we're going to breed Kokobo is there's a number of things you can only do by breeding specific Kokobo. Chief among them being fighting a few of the optional weapon fights, which are like super hard post-game combat scenarios. Oh, here's Wu Tai. We don't want to go here just yet. I'm actually playing this on the Switch right now, so yes, I do have a Switch. I have a Switch and I have a PlayStation 4. Alright, here's the Nibble Mountains. I'm trying to remember where the gold saucer is. I think it's like over here. Alright, if this is the gold saucer, that means... here's Coral. Alright. Shinra soldiers came in saying they were gathering up all the huge materia. They're gonna bring it here by coal train from the Coral reactor. Realize the tracks run through your town, right? People notice that, right? Oh, don't worry about it, man. I understand, Ramino. As a fellow partaker, I totally get it. Although for me, it's more of a medical thing. Alright, I don't need any of this, nor do I need yet another transform materia. Oh, poor Cloud. I can't remember if this is one we already got. Am I considering streaming Demon X Machina? Yes! I do want to check out Demon X Machina, especially because my brother got it for me for my birthday, and I kind of want to poke that. You've been telling me you were trying it out. Tell me more about what you think about that game. I did play the demo when it was first released on the Switch. But I did manage to crash the demo in such a way that I was permanently stuck inside of the big boss's legs in the demo. And at that point I just couldn't play the demo anymore, but I liked everything up until that point. Another game I want to try at some point on stream is Astral Chain. I have Astral Chain, I want to play that. It's like Armored Core and Goofy anime. Yeah, I heard a lot of the, Armored Core comparisons, and I love Armored Core. Like, I grew up with Armored Core 2, and I played a lot of Armored Core 2. Like, a lot of Armored Core 2. Used to go over to Jimmy's place and just fight our robots all day. Story's bad, but probably good if you're high enough. The gameplay's good though. When it comes to a giant robot game, or anime, it's usually about the combat and the giant robots and less about the story, because let's be serious. Giant robot stories tend to be pretty rote, or they tend to be super self-serious like some of the better Gundam seasons. Point being, I'm not opposed to a bad story with good combat. Some Shinra soldiers went up to Mount Coral. They said they're collecting huge material to blow up the reactor. Think they can really do it? But the reactor destroys everything even before a meteor hits. Yeah, we'll probably check it out at some point. We're gonna continue our Dark Souls 3 playthrough. I'm gonna do a little Misfortune sometime soon. And we'll probably throw in some Demon X Machina as well. I was really into the Dark Souls 1 challenge run, which is why I pretty much just did solo streams of that, but typically I like doing two or three things per stream, as opposed to just one thing. Except for the late night tipsy stream. I rather enjoy just doing one game at a time for the Whisper stream. And I remember that first Transformer game on the PlayStation 2, you felt the game was so good. I never played that. And Biscotti Muncher says, fuck Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2, as I like to say, is the worst Dark Souls game, but it's still a great game. I like Dark Souls 2. Just because it's not as good as Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3 doesn't mean it's not fantastic. I love me some Dark Souls 2. You do, but the mechanics are so different. It's because it was a different team. Like, my big problem with Dark Souls 2 is that it just doesn't have the same, like... It doesn't have that je ne sais quoi of the Dark Souls experience. It almost feels like someone was trying to, like, make an homage to Dark Souls. Hell yeah, Miyazaki was working on Bloodborne, i.e. Chris's favorite fucking game of all time. I fucking love Bloodborne. I know I've said this probably 700 times, but I cannot be more excited about Elden Ring. Alright, these fights are utterly worthless. We're not getting experience out of this. Oh great, 40. Now we're just gonna turn off random encounters. I personally think that Dark Souls 3 is the... And this is going to be a bit of a controversial statement in a number of ways. I think Dark Souls 3 is the best. I really like Bloodborne to the point where it's my favorite game, but I think Dark Souls 3 is better. And I will specify why. I like Dark Souls 1 a lot because it was that sense of discovery and wonder. You'll never get that back though. Like, replaying Dark Souls 1 is almost comparatively boring in a number of ways. Because you can never have that, like, initial, oh my god, and oh my goodness, and like, I never would have thought. Like, that first time feeling is gone after you play it once. So it's still, like, incredible. Love it. But it's a one-time high, and then after that, you're just reliving that. You're chasing the high. It's still great, though. I replay it all the time. I still love it. But for the point of this particular rambling thing I'm saying, again, I'm fueled entirely by beer right now. The NPC missions in that game are all very straightforward. It's meet a guy, talk to them, eventually they die, or eventually they leave, and like, that's it. There are no, like, fun middle grounds, and that's a common thing in Dark Souls 1, Bloodborne, Demon Souls. Like, you meet NPCs, you talk to them, and it's just a matter of, like, you bump into them, and eventually their storyline ends. They're very straightforward. Dark Souls 3 has some remarkably deep quest lines with the NPCs if you think about them. For instance, there's the woman who wishes to be a firekeeper who, like, never could do it and is just locked in a cage. You can go in multiple directions with her storyline, and if you do what she wants, like, you fulfill her longing, her desire, her passion, her motivation, whatever you want to call it, the end to that is that she basically just vacates her mind. She becomes like a blank shell sitting mute and dumb in a weird cell. You could instead not let her reach her ambition, and arguably she's better off because she'll be alive and well and have her faculties. And then there's the other option where if you want to get power sooner, you can force her to read cursed divine tomes that will basically make her so depressed she kills herself. And then her keeper, her like protector will try and murder you. But like, that's 3 distinct quest lines you can follow through that are helping her achieve her goal, even if it's bad for her, trying to do something that you think is better for her, the middle path, or you can try and like really wring her dry for everything it's worth to you, and she suffers the consequences. And that's like the case with multiple other NPCs throughout the game. It's so much more interesting. You really like the Rosaria questline? It's so hidden but really cool, exactly. Like, that's another really good one. The questlines are just so much more robust and deep and fulfilling in Dark Souls 3. And on top of that, mechanically, it takes everything I love about Bloodborne and improves upon it. It has the speed, it has that visceral feel to it, and then it just adds on the fact that there's like 120 fucking weapons that you could experience. There's multiple ways to spec your character to experience those things. There's all the spells in pyromancy, in faith, in sorcery. It's incredible. It's such a robust game. The only failing it has, in my opinion, is that the world building is... It's treaded water, you know? Like, we've already been there before because it's a continuation of Dark Souls 1 and 2, so all of the cool bits are mostly like, oh, so that's what happened to this thing. The one exception, of course, being, like, the fact that there's an evolution to how these quest lines and NPCs work. It actually feels like the growth of the universe from where it was to where it is now. So that's my argument for why Dark Souls 3 is my favorite and phenomenal and is the perfect video game. Even though I like Bloodborne the most just because it has that Lovecraftian universe, and the storyline to Bloodborne is like very satisfying to me personally. But I will always say that Dark Souls 3 is the better game, even if I like Bloodborne more. Sorry, after that rant, I'm gonna catch up on chat. Scotty says, don't get me wrong, it's a phenomenal world with so much content, but damn son, can we at least have some controls that don't feel like you're controlling a damn brick wall? Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is the clunkiest of them mechanically, but they do introduce a few mechanics that I enjoy. Power stancing is a lot of fun, Hex magic is great, I love Hex, but it is like the black sheep of the family. That and like the world is, it's almost too big. Like, there's so many bosses that just feel pointless and there to waste your time. And a lot of the areas are just like, okay, well, that was a thing I did, I guess. It didn't really feel connected, you know? You guys are... Boy, we went on a real long tangent there. I love that he's fighting with a mob, and that's like the most powerful gun he could possibly hope to have at this point in the game. DLC was fun though. For Dark Souls 2, I'm one of those people that will definitely say that Scholar the First Sin was a vast improvement on Dark Souls 2. And that includes like the DLC editions. The Dark Souls 3 DLC, yes, I love the Painted Worlds, and I love the Ring City. I think they're phenomenal DLCs. Although Dark Souls 1 wins for having the best, like, lore-connected DLC. I love these flipping the bird. Looks like they're taking off that huge materia in that train. What are you gonna do? Huge materia. Shall we pursue? Hey, do you know who I am? I'm big, that's who. Just let me handle it. I'm just rather large. Oh no. Hey, 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 hey! Got my own train. With blackjack and hookers. Pretty good for an old guy. I'm impressed you can move this thing. Don't ask me, I don't know how. What? You serious? Don't worry, I can handle this. 2 levers, one on the right, one on the left. See, just alternate the 2 levers up and down, right? Judging from the enemy speed, I'd say it'll take about 10 minutes. We're gonna fly, hold on tight. Oh, X. This feels pointless. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is exactly how trains go. Do I really have to do this for 10 minutes? Alright, we're gonna jump. Everyone jump inside of my body. I'm glad they study trains as extensively as I have. Oh, that's a really good-looking level we're on. It's because it's actual polygons and not like pre-rendered backgrounds. So I got upscaled for a change. It is a little nauseating to watch everyone bumping down like this, though. Oh, I just noticed that Sakura has 420 MP. Blaze it. Get dumped. Oh my god, is it gonna be one random encounter per train cart? It's gonna get old real fast. Guess that makes them not random encounters, though. Just in case survive the first one. Her smile is so painful to look at. God, it is a very forced smile, right? That's the kind of smile you have when someone has a gun on your... You fucking smile for this camera right now. There we go, bring my gun up. It was off frame before, I was just like, oh, he's giving a thumbs up. That's a weird statement about a gun. Oh boy, I'm very excited to cast summons over and over again. The fun part here is sometimes it heals them. Not that time though. Jesus, that hurt. I think it means he survived till we used the spear and not the... Oh yeah. Whoops. Ah, they're fine. They don't need experience. Got a fucking timer here, I gotta go. Oh fuck that, I threw it on myself. There's no way I'm going to... Alright, let's turn that off. I realize I'm like throwing my time away by speeding it up like this. And I would rather not fail this particular encounter. Alright, no 3x anymore. Instead, just murder things as quickly as we can. Boost jump. Didn't realize I was getting so low on time. Oh, I don't need that on anymore. Except for this part. I will speed that up. What you typing, Romano? Good lord, I think the summons take too long. Come on, die already. Yeah, typing's overrated. Thank you. It is interesting that you can fail these These moments in the game, though. What the? You guys? Alright, hand over the huge materia. Whoa! Whoa! Long things because you love Dark Souls so much? Oh my god, me too, man. I could talk about Dark Souls my whole life. There's nothing finer than Dark Souls. Katase's playing Dark Souls right now. You playing Dark Souls 1, 2, 3? Which one? Give me all of the details. I've pretty much talked myself into it. I'm going to buy Dark Souls 3 on the PlayStation 4, even though I already have it on PC. You got guts coming after me. I'll never forget you, random nameless guy who died. Forget the huge materia. We're the ones in deep trouble. Hit the brakes, Chief. I know already. Just shut up. Sit tight. We're gonna crash right in there if we don't... Let's see. If we use the levers alternately, accelerate. Should stop if we move the levers up or down simultaneously. Wait, up or down simultaneously? So right lever down? So wait. Shit. Down A. Get serious, you old man. Shit. Goodbye, Coral. Oh, I did it! 3, you're playing a heavy armored dude with an Aerithal sword. Nice. If I can get that as a solid choice, I'll buy it on PlayStation or play with you. It seems like so much fun. Oh, hell yeah, man. Receive key item, huge materia. So, one thing I like about Final Fantasy VII that a lot of games don't usually do is you can fail. What we just did there, if you run out of time, which we almost did, 30 fucking seconds left on the clock, the train... the train will obliterate Coral and it'll be wiped off the map. And you can miss out on getting the large materia. Probably should have had Barrett in the team so that he could redeem his name a little bit, but oh well. Are you playing on PC, Katase? Because if so, when I'm streaming on Monday, you're more than welcome to join us for some co-op good times. Aren't you the ones that stopped the Shinra train? Shinra was just about to destroy our lives again. To you, it may be a junkyard, but to us, it's home. Hell with Meteor. We're coal miners, ain't we? We'll dig a deep tunnel and hide from the Meteor. That's it. Hey kid, how about giving something to these guys for fighting the Shinra? You're on PC? Nice. And Ramino, of course, if I do pick this up on PlayStation 4, I'll happily play with you as well. It probably won't be on stream because we have to choose between one and the other for streaming. But doesn't mean we can't have a good time playing together anyway. I got it out of the well. Isn't it an amazing rock? Ultima Materia. There we go. Must have been a horrific battle. You have scars all over your body. Alright, talk to the inn's owner. Today we can rest for free. Oh boy. It wasn't that hard. I cheated. I'm currently leveling 3 characters at the same time, Katase. I'm leveling a Strength Faith build, who I've named Officer Steve, and his whole entire gig is gonna be, I want to do a lot of Blue Phantom stuff. So I figure going for like Ultra Greatsword with some Tears of Denial and some Force to knock people off cliffs will be a fun way to go about that. I have Uncle Fuggles, who is easily the most disgusting looking character I've made in Character Creator in quite some time. He was a pyromancer, and we got the guy I made on stream on Wednesday. Moff Cuddlebuns, I think his name was. Moff Scuttlebuns. And that, of course, is a quality build, so we're gonna go for like dex strength and play around with that. No, I did this. I'm stupid. I don't know if anyone has any interest in, like, I need to play through Parasite Eve for this video I'm doing. Like, literally, I just need to, like, replay the entire game so I have it all fresh in my mind. And I can't decide if I'm going to, like, do that on stream or just do it as a separate thing that'll go on the YouTube. But I might ask the Discord if people have an interest in seeing that. Most of your Dark Souls 3 characters are NPCs from the D&D campaign I haven't gotten to run yet. Oh nice, you're just using it as, like, a fun little way to test drive the characters a little bit. Get in their heads, so to speak. That's a fun idea. Alright, so we heard that they were going for the giant materia there, and obviously at Fort Condor. So to Fort Condor we go. That's Nibelheim. That's Nibelhaven. God, I'm so bad to remember where the hell this crap is. You have your own weird D&D setting. I made a few differences from the standard multiverse pantheon. Oh, tell me more about it. It actually works pretty well in Dark Souls 3. That's awesome. I'm sure there's, like, a fan, like, here's how to do Dark Souls in D&D, but I always appreciate it and respect it a lot when someone just does it on their own without resorting to fan-made stuff. What is this? There's so much I, like, just straight up don't remember. Like, child me, who played this game until the timer stopped working, definitely went everywhere you could possibly go in the world. I just don't remember. It's been so long. I don't replay Final Fantasy VII like every couple of years like I do Tactics. Nor do I replay it all the time like I do Dark Souls 3. You read the DM's guide once for the lore and refused to read it again? Wait. The DM's guide for the lore to what? A lot of my settings are half shit I made up. I mean, that's the best way to do it, right? You just want to, like, make stuff up and have your players inhabit that world. My favorite setting is, I play with my housemate Tom. And we're playing, like... Essentially, our first campaign took place in a world that was created by a former group of adventurers, essentially, who reached a point where they achieved godlike powers and created a new world where they could be the gods of that world. And we were just people in that world. And eventually we got to the point where we too were able to, like, remake the world in our image. And we then played another campaign where we were characters in that world. So, like, our big decisions when we were remaking the world influenced what the universe was like. So when we were, like, making up the rules for this new world, which is like, you know, skeletons aren't inherently evil, they're sentient, and they're just kind of good people sometimes. Like, that carried over. Like, all of the weird, wacky stuff we did, my contribution was there is no normal magic, there's only wild magic. And my character went on to become the headmaster of Wildwart's School for Chaotic Magic. And then we were playing characters in that universe, so it's like, oh my god, I could go visit the school that my former character is headmaster to, and he's secretly a shape-shifting god. So that was my favorite thing in the whole world. Magic system is basically ley line based. There are primarily 3 sources of magic power, and these correspond to cities that contain celestials. Practically speaking, this works out the same as magic, except in some specific locations. Cool, I like that. Ramona says, I forgot to join the Discord. Glad you brought that up. Sounds like divinity with skeletons not always being evil. Yeah, skeletons got a bad rap. I would be a wild magic sorcerer. My favorite class back in the day when we were in, like, middle school and high school and I used to roleplay with Jimmy all the time. I was wild mage all the time, because AD&D had the best wild mage. Like, bar none, nothing compares to how good 2nd edition's wild mage is. To the point where I think wild mage in 5th edition is actively trash, and we always homebrew it to be more like what it used to be. Alright, Fort Condor should be. Here it is. Good God, I'm terrible at remembering where this is. The undead you're setting are all animated by evil ocean magic. Please elaborate on evil ocean magic. Our current game is taking place in a world where humanity is basically like limited to a number of small... What about 5th edition wild magic is trash? Compared to 2nd edition, wild magic is trash. 2nd edition, the way it worked is every time you cast a spell, the spell level would fluctuate so that, you know, you could have a good result or a bad result. And each level would change what number, like you would roll a d20 for every cast of a spell, and the results of your d20 corresponded to a chart. Some of those are better, some are worse. You would either cast at a higher level or at a lower level. And then one of those numbers on the d20 would cause a wild surge. Wild surge, of course, your results, you would reference a chart for your wild magic results, and fun wackiness would ensue. And I like that. I like that every time you cast a spell, there's a chance that your magic's going to be better or worse, or something unexpected would happen. And it was a mage. It was actually like based around the wizard class. Sorcerer version in 5th edition, when you cast a spell, like, there is no chance that you would have a good or bad thing happen. It's just kind of blah. And eventually, every once in a while, you have a wild surge. Like, it's way more muted than it was. Additionally, Wild Mage had like natural affinity for random chance, and it would improve your odds whenever you were interacting with random encounter, like random effects in the game world. It was a lot of fun. You adamantly refused to do any prep work when dungeon mastering. The last campaign you did was basically Dwarf Fortress. Oh my god, if you like Dwarf Fortress, there's a YouTube channel that I recommend to anyone who's even mildly interested in Dwarf Fortress called Krug Smash. Spelled like that. Krug Smash is fantastic. I recommend checking out some of the longer form arcs he did. Honeystoker is probably the best one to start with. And it's essentially like long form roleplay-esque roleplay-esque Dwarf Fortresses. Like, he will give all the characters, he uses their descriptions to like give them personalities because the game pretty much gives you those. He does drawings to accompany all the action that's going on. And my favorite part, he will occasionally jump into Legends mode and like dig into the actual history of the worlds, and he'll jump into Adventure mode and like have hero characters in the narrative go off and do things. It's a wild ride. Like, it's legitimately super exciting to watch these ASCII characters go around because of the way he presents the story. His newer videos have been less ideal for my kind of needs and desires from his content. He did like a long form arena combat thing, which was fine, but like, I'm there for those long form forts. Some of the short forts are also worth checking out. It seems like he's been basically doing this to kill time because the new update was coming out, and now that the new update's out, he's doing a couple of videos that are just exploring the new mechanics, and it sounds like we'll be going back into long form storytelling soon. Anyway, it's great stuff, check it out. Yeah, basically, I think the 5th edition Wild Mage is just no good compared to what it was in 2nd edition. It was just so much more exciting and vibrant and fun in 2nd edition. Whereas I feel like it's kind of like a missed opportunity in 5th edition. There's this thing, most people in the world don't know this, where the Celestial Ocean City got corrupted because the city got corrupted. Some oceanographic magic got corrupted, so now we have a thing called Dark Water, which is like a red tide. Anything that's killed in dark water can be reanimated by the dark water. Nice. You reminded me of that old animated show Dark Water, Pirates of Dark Water. What about 3rd edition and 4th edition? 3rd edition gets a bad rap. I actually kind of enjoyed some of the elements of 3.5. Specifically, 3.5 was really into... Oh my god, thank you. No one else has ever seen that show? Are you serious? How have people never seen Pirates of Dark Water? That blows my mind. Anyway, I thought 3.5 did some really interesting stuff mechanically because they made the assumption you were playing with figurines, like minis, And so a lot of the movement effects were interesting, and a lot of the abilities involved like manipulating people's locations around you. So like blink daggers were super fun because it's like you stab someone and they teleport somewhere. A lot of spells and combat maneuvers were like hit a person and they move a certain number of tiles. So combat almost went back to what D&D used to be a million years in the past. Dungeons & Dragons. Oh my god, this is a weird stream tonight. We're going into like the history and development of multiple things. Dungeons & Dragons is an evolution from like combat games, specifically like tabletop military simulations of like, this guy has a line of sight with his gun and does this much damage based on this complicated chart. D&D was like a way to take that tabletop combat stuff and like apply a fantasy setting to it. But it involved a lot of like careful movement on a board and like grid-based movement, like XCOM. And 3.5 kind of wanted to go back to that route a little bit, so I had a lot of fun with it because I like that kind of stuff. I really like strategy games like Final Fantasy Tactics, I've mentioned before, one of my favorite games of all time. So I thought it was really cool that you could have a situation where instead of just trying to role-play it out, which is complicated because the Dungeon Master has to decide, like, if I wanted to push someone off a cliff, but they're not next to the cliff, we have to figure out in a role-playing scenario, and then based off a number of dice rolls around my ability scores, can I manipulate that person to the cliff and then push them off the cliff? Which is fun in its own right. I love role-playing. Arguably, I prefer role-playing over combat in these games. But 3.5 really pulled me into the combat because suddenly there's like a piece of paper on the table with a drawing, and the game says, here's all these mechanics that allow you to do the things you're trying to do. So it was a lot of fun to like cast a spell to knock someone back 2 hexes and then use another spell to like knock them off a cliff, or entangle someone and then like cause a landfall or crush them. Like there were a lot of fun movement things. And then 4th edition, no one ever played 4th edition. No one's even seen it before. It's a myth. We're pretty sure it's not real. It's just something I've always been curious about. D&D is an interesting thing. Looks like the enemy's set to attack. If we lose here, it's over. The lives are in your hands. We're counting on you. Ready? Okay, ready. They have more than ever before. Well, let's give them all the gil we have. Oh no. You remember 4th edition combat took forever? I played like one shot and I basically was falling asleep. Like it was not a fun game. Set up these bottlenecks. Get on my fire catapults. Alright, what we got here? I don't know what a Tristoner is. I mean, they gave me all the money, so I'm just gonna throw all the money away on this. Forbidden knowledge. I've been playing D&D since middle school, so I'm super into it. Oh, we got here fighter, attacker, defender, shooter. I wish it would like stay on the thing I selected so I didn't have to reselect it constantly. Okay, so I'm gonna load up range stuff to weaken whatever's coming at us. Let's get a repair over here. God, it's the worst. Defender. Fighter. Attacker. Anywhere it lets me put stuff, we'll just dump something. And then I'm going to speed the game way the hell up. I don't know what a worker does, but here, have one. Oh my god, it's infuriating. Am I not allowed to set anything up here? Oh, am I out of units? You had a chance, but you would have really had to try to invade on your friend's dad's board game nights with his buddies, and even as a kid I knew those dudes wouldn't want you there. I see. If you like tactical tabletop games, you really ought to give 40k a go, at least once in your life. I do want to play that one day. Like, it's not a hobby I want to start getting into, because, let's be serious, that would be a significant investment of money. Like, it's not cheap to get into that at first, but it's definitely something I would love to check out. Stay away from the hobby, just play the game at some point. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Speed the game as fast as possible, please. I really need to focus more on smaller scale games. Like, I would love if 40k just made, like, make a board game-esque version, almost like a deck builder. That way someone can, like, invest in a small number of, like, base game, 1 or 2 expansions, and then they can just play over and over and over again, as opposed to what it is right now, which is more of a, like, a collector's hobby, which is a little bit too much. Like, I had to stop playing Magic the Gathering because that was getting too expensive. Wow, my things are working real good. Well, goodbye. What are these things even for? Oh my god, I hate this minigame so much. What is this thing? I don't know what it is. Ah. A lot of stoners here. A lot of stoners. Alright, that worked out. There's a fan-made format called... Oh. You have almost 50 minis sitting on your table that all need to be painted. It's the format for, like, smaller encounters. Interesting. I didn't realize there was, like, a setup for that. God damn it. I hate it. They focus on smaller groups of units. Interesting. Yeah, my idea would be to just, like, borrow someone's army and just play the game at some point. Great. Fight stuff. I just want to set the units up. Leave me alone. There, attack. Or something, I don't know. I want to set units. Attacker. God, it's just frustrating. That's what it is. This minigame isn't fun. It's just annoying. I'm still on 3x speed. I'm like, boy, really gotta think fast with this one, don't you? No, that's me making the game harder than it needs to be. There we go. That's how we should do it. That way one supports the other. Oh lord. Things are getting ugly over here. There we go, perfect. There, fighter. Oh, I could just put them behind the now enemy lines? That sounds fine. I think the one thing Dark Souls 2 did well was jumping. Oh, interesting. Hacking minigames basically always suck too, you think? Yeah. Usually, I'm not a fan of the hacking minigames in video games either. Shooter, sure. I'm not even sure how most of these things are doing damage to me, to be honest. Hey. Attack that, please. Fire catapult? Oh, perfect. Oh, we're only halfway through this goddamn thing. I'm already tired. Go get him. Go get him, sport. Do something, don't just fucking sit there, what are you doing? Alright, defender. No! God damn it. Yeah, I know, they fight on their own. I hate that it keeps on interrupting me. Shut up. It's like, hey, micromanage this battle, but also we're gonna, like, constantly tell you when things are going on. Ramino! Oh, thank you so much.
Now, have a great rest of your life. Stay strong with the minigame.
Thank you so much, Ramino. Also, very appreciative of that 420 Blazed Bit number. Very good. Have a very good night, sleep well. I guess it's not quite bedtime for you, but when you get there, have a good night. And maybe I'll see you on Wednesday for that Dark Souls 3 goodness. Have a good one, man. Enjoy the rest of your ramen. God, I'm jealous of that ramen. Ooh. Well, have fun with your lady friends. I suppose that's a very worthwhile way to spend your time. No complaints there. Oh, sweet lord, he needs my help. How's it going, man? Oh my god, Miss Ginge is raiding with a party of 11. How is it going, Miss Ginge? How was your stream? Tell me all about it. Welcome to the worst minigame in Final Fantasy VII. It's going on forever, and I'll die here. What were you playing, Miss Ginge? Tell me all about it. Oh, the best minigame. I'm sorry, I've been confused. Auntie Squishy loves this minigame? I've never been surrounded by so many wrong people at once, but I respect all of your opinions. You played Rage 2 and it got you sick? Oh no, like motion sick? That's happened to me before with the different games. You can't wait to see this amazing part in the remake? In like a scant, what, 25 years we'll get to see this part? If they keep on moving at the scheduled pace they've been moving at. Mockhouse's best minigame, but you do love For Condor. There's nothing better than being a godlike figure helping a small squishy white bear creature get laid. I mean, it is easily the best minigame. As always how I sum up that minigame, you play God and you help a small animal get sex, like that's what it is. You haven't gotten sick in a game in a while? The last time that happened to me was Dude Simulator 2, which was, ooh, really got me motion sick. You need this mockhouse. Yeah, it's not fun getting motion sick in video games. Oh, there's the boss. Come. Kill my units so that I may waste my money on making more of them. I think they're all going mid lane. I don't think I have to worry about spreading out my forces. Necron comes to also say it's my favorite. The first Doom remake got you sick until you realized the motion blur was over 9,000. It's over 9,000! You don't say. They encountered an enemy? Are you sure? Have more rocks. The answer is always more rocks. Got a big boy there. Alright, it's clear to me that we need to start moving people. Where's that boss? He's a slow boy. Move. Face your enemy on the field. Get him! Yeah! Teach him a goddamn lesson. Not sure what that lesson is, but he's gonna learn it. Necron gets it. This minigame takes roughly 700 years. That's the part I don't like. Even with 3x speed. Defend center lane, everybody, get in there. Yes, it's unfortunately after Best Girl has passed. Oh, Defender 7 arrived at the directed position. Oh, thank you for interrupting everything I do to tell me every minute detail. It means a lot to me. Like, I want him to fight where the boulders are going to be doing damage. There we go. Get him! Show him who's fucking boss here. Oh. That was easy. Oh, Dead Girl was named Best Girl. Chat didn't get any input on that character. I basically muted chat for a few seconds and went, alright, this is Best Girl. She's very dead, yes. Sephiroth just wanted to reunite her with Zack. Oh, Jimmy, how's it going, Jimmy? My toothache is unbelievably unbearable. I seriously feel my head collapsing in itself. 10 out of 10 pain. And you know I never complain about pain. You've seen me through all kinds of injuries. I'm gonna be sitting on the stoop of my dentist as soon as they're open tomorrow. Beg for mercy. Oh my god, I'm sorry. And he gets compliments. I'm sorry you're in so much pain. Do you have any painkillers? Alas, you're not in Massachusetts, so I can't help you out with, like, medication that I have lying around. Yes, we did it. That was wonderful. Thank you. I doubt Shinra will attack now. Oh no! My baby hatches. Brett. It's chicken for dinner tonight, boys. That light just now, the condor, the egg. What? Did you go outside and see what it was? I mean, if you want me to go get that Phoenix materia, yeah, you got it, buddy. You're a daddy again. Fried eggs and chicken tonight, everybody. We're gonna eat like kings. Hope you like condor meat. I don't know. Guess it's just condor meat? Fried condor? Your last dentist had a knack for giving you fillings that would chronically fall out. You had to go through Thanksgiving with a hole in your tooth. That sucks, man. Meat is meat. Meat. Be sure and report that to my father, too. Anytime someone just says meat as like a sentence, I'm reminded of the movie Slither. One of my favorite movies of all time. Directed, of course, by one of my favorite directors of all time, James Gunn. Starring Nathan Fillion. If you haven't seen Slither and you're okay with like horror comedy, definitely check out Slither. One of the funniest horror comedies I could recommend. Hell yeah, Slither. I love Slither. One of my favorite movies. I own that on DVD, and I watch the special features all the time just for funsies. Everyone, thanks. I really mean it. Thanks. Although there isn't anything we can give you, we'll make sure you can stop in and stay on. Anytime, be sure to drop by. Yes, and there's one thing I forgot to tell you. And we got the big materia. Walrus Man. Now, are you talking about a movie called Walrus Man? In which case I haven't heard of that movie before. Or are you talking about the movie Tusk? Where a man, as a mad scientist, turned him into a walrus person. When it comes to horror movies, I am not an expert because I don't have like a degree in horror movie, but I watch pretty much every horror movie that comes up. I love horror movies. Even the terrible ones, I love them all. Gotta have that materia. The truth is, this is the materia inside the reactor. What the hell did we fight for? We were protecting the reactor. Well, we weren't protecting the reactor, we were protecting the bird. When that reactor was built, they forced us to help. That's how we knew what was inside the reactor. I knew this day would come, so after the Shinra left, I sneaked in and I took the materia. Didn't mean to fool you, but guess that's how it ended up. Sorry. Just forget about it. Anyway, we're still alive. If you put it that way, we're really grateful. So the last huge materia that Shinra's after is the one underwater in the Junon reactor. We gotta get there and stop him. But you know, Shinra's probably on high alert since we always mess with him. How about we take a break and go see that little fella for a bit? Sam Farts, right? Yeah, I'm worried about Jen Babs. She may have collapsed taking care of that guy. How about checking in on him down in Medeal? Everyone's inside of me now! Alright. Especially the terrible ones. Your coworkers introduced you to Tusk? Need to inflict it on your wife, yes. R.I.P. wife. I recently learned of a movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I don't know if anyone in chat's seen it before. Chillerama is the name of the movie. I believe it's spelled like this, as I slap my microphone about. It seems like it is a series of 4 short horror stories, but the trailer makes it seem like one of them is about a man who masturbates and a giant toothy sperm pops out that he has to wrestle, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger until it becomes Wadzilla. and goes on a like a city-destroying rampage. And that was in the trailer, so I feel like I have to see this movie now. Oh, you've seen it, Necron? It's hilarious. It's super high on my list of movies to check out. I like to find and watch as many obscure horror movies as I can. That way, when eventually Red Letter Media does like a best of the worst episode, and they're like, we're gonna watch this movie no one's heard of, be like, yeah, I've seen that movie. Alright. I'm very excited to check that one out. Whee! Brave of the game to assume I'll remember how to get to Medeal. Oh, here it is. Wow, I actually did remember how to get to Medeal. I wouldn't say Human Centipede is an obscure horror movie. It's just a terrible, terrible horror movie. Forgot to actually go in the stores last time I was here. Oh, okay. Welcome, we always welcome cash. Now, about where you want to go. I'm afraid other customers already booked it up. Nothing left. Just kidding, that's a little joke. What can I do for you? And part 2, and don't forget part 3. I believe that's Ty West, right? T. West? He's the director of those movies. He said, where do I want to go? This is not like going somewhere, I'm just buying stuff. It's weird that I remember that he directed those movies. So that overgrown moon's gonna fall on us, huh? That's no joke. We've gotta start stocking up on supplies before they're all gone. Out of the way. Move it, move it. I love his... Sorry, I love her tiny little bird. This dog's well, this dog was trying to follow me. Get better pathing. It's bad enough with the earthquake and meteor, but on top of all that, now the live stream's become active again too? Hope it doesn't blow and cause a panic like it did before. That was really bad, I tell you. When did that happen? Why does every store in this town... Oh, it's because she's here again. I get it, she's freaking out and stocking up. Welcome, cash is welcome here. How may I help you? Give me your cash. Alright, HP and MP+. Those are the only two we need. It's kind of expensive, but I wish they gave you a confirmation screen, because I always buy them by mistake. Make you come again. Where's the weapon shop? That's what I'm looking for. You wish all stores had such jaunty music. One of my favorite music in a store experiences was... I lived way out in a little town called Sunderland for a while, which is in the middle of goddamn nowhere. But they had a 7-Eleven, and that 7-Eleven would play One Wing Angel and like other Final Fantasy VII soundtrack songs, usually like after 11 p.m. when the night crew got there. And being an insomniac, I only ever went there after like 1 a.m. or so. So I'd always walk in and it'd be like the most ominous battle music in the game. Just playing and be like, oh cool, alright. Where is she? There she is. No good, someone must have locked it. Oh boy, great. I'm gonna have to sell a bunch of stuff to afford any of this. Alright, we know we're gonna keep Succula in the party, so let's buy that. And now we already can't afford anything else, great. Alright, so Winchester's what we just bought. Don't sell the Winchester. We could sell that. And that. Oh, no. God damn this song. We could sell the Kaiser Knuckle, Spear. Trident. Pinwheel. Yeah, we're gonna buy the crystal sword here. Twin Viper. Yellow megaphone. Javelin. Alright. So now I can get the crystal sword. Oh, I love the Yeehaw anthem. I just thought it was weird that it was in every store, and then I realized that woman has a chocobo with her, and that's why it's happening. It was more of a curiosity than anything else. Alright, who is gonna be the third person in our party? I'm leaning toward Nin Nin Nin, but I'm always easy to convince to keep Sid in the party. We can either get the Partisan or the Crystal Cross. What do you think, Chad? Who's gonna be in our party going forward? Is it gonna be Sid? Known as Big. His name is just Big. Is it gonna be Big or is it gonna be Nin Nin Nin? Otherwise known as Yuffie. She's the band, and it keeps following me. I'm glad she has her own band. I wish I could just buy both and I'd decide later. 78, 74. You know what? Sid has the funnier dialogue. Even though I like Nin 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 better, we're gonna buy a weapon for him. Out of my way. I'll miss the mop, but this does have it does have equipment slots that you could use. There we go. Let's just toss a few things on there. Where are the rest of my all materials? I should have like a dozen of the damn things. Oh, whatever, I don't feel like doing that right now. Me. Everything must come to an end, and someday it's gonna be your turn. You're gonna die, old man. The world's gotta end too. I need to stop you, Krios. What are you doing? And you know who you're talking to, right? I just told everyone earlier that I'm simultaneously leveling 3 different characters in Dark Souls 3, and I'm going to buy it on the PlayStation 4 on top of that. I'm not the man you want to talk to about stopping. Everybody goes sometime or another, and everyone gets left too. It's just fate. And again, you're gonna die. I'm the grim specter of your mortality. It's sad, but there's nothing that can be done about it, so don't even try. That's why I'm praying for all of you to die soon. I just really love death. Okay, bye. What a weird old man. Ancient weapon, end of the world, malarkey. I'm gonna live to be 100. There's still tons of stuff I gotta do. That's just the beginning. Boy, this has been the weirdest 99th birthday of my life. And what have Shinra and Soldier done about it? Tell me. They're useless. You made a gold dragonborn conquest paladin, and his goal is to become Strahd, but without the vampirism. Awesome, I like it. Alright, I was gonna tell you about the worlds that I'm currently in for Dungeons & Dragons, so... my housemate Tom is running a D&D campaign. I'm a paladin in that world. I am part angel because I am an Asmer. But the world he has is... it's one that's been decimated by, like, necromantic experiments gone wrong, so it's overwhelmed with the undead. And the hierarchy for the world is essentially dragonborn. Like, the ruling class are 5 dragons, and then the people, like, right below them in terms of societal hierarchy are the dragonborn. And this is like a world where kobolds, because they are, like, somewhat dragon-y related, are actually important to society for a change. And it's a pretty fun time we're having. Our party has so much contraband made of dragon skin stuff, because we keep on raiding the tombs of ancient dragon kings and stuff. which if anyone ever sees us using or wearing would get us immediately executed in the public square.
You say you don't know when the stars are gonna fall from the sky? Is that for real? I still don't believe it. How could this happen?
Wait, excuse me? You say you don't know when the stars are gonna fall from the sky? How is she incredulous that we, are not aware of when stars are going to collapse down from the sky? Actually, I'm a beautiful maid. I only work in this accessory store part-time. Our goods compare with the best goods anywhere, so how about one? Oh my god, this is a store. 2, 1... I don't have any bolt rings. Or ice rings. But I don't really need this stuff. But I always appreciate a character whose motivation is, I want to be immortal. Totally into that. I won't lie, a bunch of my D&D characters over the years have essentially been, how do we manipulate the forces of magic in this world to achieve brutal immortality at all costs? You stole this man's medicine. I got a feeling something bad's gonna happen. Is everything gonna be okay? I'm alright. I've lived a long, full life, and I got my medicine on my bed. I'm worried about my son and his family living in that far-off town. I hope they're safe. Oh, not just immortal, but also a dictator. Wait a minute, did you just take something? Yeah, I took it, old man. Hey, it's mine now, and I'll make good use of it, believe you me. What an oddball. We'll let him use it. Thank you for justifying my theft. You made a delusional death domain cleric whose only goal was to bring her dead parents back to life. It's kind of a sad character. Yeah, that sounds like a little bit of a sad character. But I really like those in D&D campaigns. Characters whose motivations are more melancholic or sad, as opposed to your more traditional, oh, what am I motivated by? I want to have all of the gold. Not some of the gold, all of the golds. Or, of course, the call to adventure character. There's nothing wrong with your stock standard character just to get the game rolling. And you have a lot of fun with those. They're archetypes for a reason in these kind of games. But there's something really fun and more deep to a character like that, who's actually in it for something personal like that. She also didn't realize that she was worshipping a dead god. Delusional death domain cleric. You can respect the money-grubbing goblin-type characters. They're fun. So what's it mean for that god to be dead? It's a god that's dead and this god is no longer part of the pantheon, it's dead, dead, dead? Or dead and more it's dead but still an active worship symbol that has power. Could still channel faith miracles and all that. I really enjoy playing characters that are a little bit insane. Even my paladin is a former charlatan. He's essentially a con man who, over the course of his con man career, got to the point where he doesn't want it to be a con anymore, and he's trying to make the lies real. So, anytime it comes to a situation where normally it would be pretend to do the right thing and then just bail, he has to fight his inner demons and stick it out and actually try and do the right thing, even though in the end he's all in it for the glory. My character's goal is, at the end of the day, there has to be an epic poem written about him, or a song, something chronicling his good deeds. He wants to go down in history as being an actual hero and not just a con man who pretended to be one for years and years. The god is dead, but her prayers get answered by the god that took over. Ah, okay. I like that. And Krios says, the rogue I made before I started my warlock was essentially one of those. He just wanted to be rich, have a home, and marry his childhood friend. Ah, going with the anime childhood friend route. I respect that. How's the boy? Poor kid, he sure got the worst of whatever it was. Sure hope he gets better soon. Right now is when he really needs to hold on and not give up hope. She has an imaginary friend? Nice. Oops, didn't realize that was a different exit. Is that supposed to be like a bush or a frog statue? I can't tell. I think they're supposed to be frog statues. Oh, that terrible sound is back. She's finally beginning to look a little tired. I hope she's alright. No change in his condition, yet she stays right by his side. Must be tough on her. If she keeps this up, she's gonna get sick. Well, anyhow, hey, you all look terrible. Why don't you get some rest? Not even a question. Like, she just chloroformed our whole party and put us in beds. He managed to get a house because the deck of many things exists, and he is engaged to his childhood friend. He isn't quite rich yet, but 2/3 is good for him. Nice. Yep, we're back to the drunk baby. I'm sorry, but your friend's condition remains unchanged. You'll have to be patient and wait this out. These things take time. Just like fine wine, time is of the essence. So you made your warlock, no regrets, nice. Abu Habba, what number am I? It's no use. I don't understand a thing. Sam farts. What should I do? What if you never recover for the rest of your life? Yeah? Coming. They're coming. What did you say, Sam farts? Oh. Damn, what the hell's going on? Sounds like there's a cutscene outside. What's this? The live stream's gushing up from below the surface of the earth. Damn, this is bad. Big, what's wrong? Nothing. You and Sanfars get inside quick. But Hey, don't worry about a thing. I ain't about to die that easy. Be careful. I love that they make Sid the leader. Such a weird choice. Okay, here I go. Watch this. Damn, that's a fucking weapon. Of all the times to show up. Okay, come on, you shit. Oh no, he heard me. Another one of the crappy proto-weapons that we could easily obliterate. Oh no, actually that's bad. I wasn't paying total attention there. This world sucks. Overrun with giant weapons. I really want to see like the version of this game that was originally in development where it would have taken place in 1999 New York City. Like, I want to see that. I want to know what that's like. Well, our only hope is that that spell goes off before he gets another turn. Such a good summon, does so much damage. I forgot to equip Phoenix. That would have really helped. That does damage and raises party members that die. Do. All fingers crossed that we have that moment and we don't just die. Oh god, when's the last time I saved the game? I'm getting worried. Oh, thank god. I was not above cheating to make sure we didn't have to like redo a chunk of game. Oof!
It'd be really nice if, like, it defaulted to targeting the character who's dead when I use that. Oh, thank you for reminding me to save my game. Oh, Lord. And she's dead again. No, elixir on yourself. How is Succula avoiding all these attacks? Bye? You survived. And got 0 experience points. I wonder if I'm able to finish this fight if, like, I do more damage faster. You're shit, you're trying to escape. I mean, Succula is the best character in our party right now. I swear next time that guy's dead meat. And the live stream also appears to be normal. Damn, you gotta be kidding. This is bad. The main stream's kicking up. Something way bigger than that last one's on its way. No good, get out of here. What about Jin Beps and Said Farts? God damn it. Don't have time to worry about anyone other than yourself. Don't know when that stream will blow. Whoa. There's no time, hurry. Abandon our friends and run. Oh god, the tremors are getting worse. Wait a minute, some farts. Doctor, shouldn't we move him somewhere? Might be safer to move to an open area, but I've resigned myself to death. Don't you worry about a thing, Sam Farts. I'll see to it that you get somewhere safe. Oh, the structure can't take it. Hurry! Yes. Ready, Sam Farts, we're leaving now. God, I love this cutscene. It looks so janky. Bye, Doctor. Well, there goes the Doctor. Man, everyone's dead now. Sam just wide-eyed. And into the live stream we go. The middle part of this game is real weird. Like, I vividly remember everything about the first disc of the game. I remember the end of the game, but everything between those moments, I don't remember very well. Like, I have vague memories of this live stream segment. A lot of dripping sounds. Where am I? What's happening? Where's Sam Farts? Sam Farts, where are you? What? Who? The mysterious 6-Signer dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5 Dimensions that was trapped inside the Power Tool dragon? That's the one. Who is it? I can't hear. Kefka? That's Kefka's laugh. Wait a minute, I know nothing about that. No, it's not me. I'd never do anything like that. No, stop it, stay back. Somebody help, please. Sam Farts, help me. Yarg. Ah yes, this weird part. Where am I? Sam Farts. What is it, Sam Farts? What is this? Is this the inside of your dreams, or is it your subconscious? You're searching, aren't you, Sam Farts? Searching for yourself. I can help too. We'll work together, try and get the real you back. I can make the ideal boyfriend in here, but where do we start? Alright, step 1's make sure you like to cook. A sealed up secret wish. Tender feelings that no one could ever know. That starry night at the well, the promise we made then. What if that memory was all a lie? This porn folder's in here somewhere, I gotta know. What's he into? What kind of sick filth does he like? Is it spider women? The best fetish there is. The gates of Nibelheim, 5 years ago. Sephiroth passed through these gates. And that's how it all started. Connects to Nibelheim? That's right. It's probably best to start from there. Find the folder labeled homework, or for adults, the folder labeled just stuff, STUFF, as nondescript as possible. Let's go have a look, Sam Farts. I know it's not easy, but I'll be here for you. Oh, sweet lord. Sam Farts, look. There's the well. And that's Gramps' inn, too. Oh, a decoy porn folder. Just filled with, like, the most boring vanilla stuff possible. That way you're like, oh, I guess he just likes missionary position. But the stuff with all the monster girls, that's hidden. The only truck in town. It's been here since we were little kids, right? The unforgivable porn folder. This is the Nibelheim you remember, right? It's the same as my Nibelheim. That's why this is our Nibelheim. The Grave of the Fireflies hentai. That is unforgivable porn, you're right. My god, a porn parody of that would be the darkest thing in the world. Almost as dark as the Sonic the, oh my god. There is a Sonic the Hedgehog movie porn parody already, called Sonic the Vagehog, and that is like the dumbest, laziest name ever. They should have themed it and gone with Sonic the Edgehog for edge play. Missed opportunity. Spirit Away porn is in there. Good lord. I'm gonna ban myself from my own channel in a second. 5 years ago, 2 men from Soldier came. Sephiroth and a young and vibrant soldier. Can you tell me again what happened? We have to recreate this man's mind. How does it feel? 5 years ago I saw the real Sephiroth for the very first time. It's your first time back in your hometown in a long time, right? So how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. How about your parents? So this is the great Sephiroth. My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father... But to tell the truth, I thought he was very cold. That's true. I mean, porn started for that immediately because the internet was a mistake. What does it matter? Alright, let's go. I remember a foreboding about him. No, Sam Farts. I've been hiding it for some time, afraid that if I told you something terrible might happen. But I'm not going to hide anything anymore. You weren't here. Sam Farts did not come to Nibelheim 5 years ago. I waited, but Sam Farts never came. The two that were ordered here were Sephiroth and another person.
Alright, let's go. I actually saw Avenue Q on Broadway, so I got to experience the Internet is for Porn live in theater. You mean that member of Soldier who came with Sephiroth wasn't Sam Farts?
There's nothing I could say. You must find the answer yourself. If you can't, then... take your time, Sam Farts, slowly, little by little, okay?
Gotta save that one for later. Avenue Q is fantastic, highly recommend it. Very good show.
That starry night at the well. Don't hurry, Sam Farts, don't answer too quickly. Just keep checking all those small emotions and I'll come back. Slowly, little by little. Right, like the sky that night, the heavens were filled with stars.
I haven't seen Book of Mormon, but I hear it's very good.
From the beginning, okay? Try to remember, Sam Farts.
I was wearing these clothes.
Oh wait, I was wearing these clothes. That's you too. You were so small then. And cute. Sephiroth once said, Sam Farts made up his memories by listening to my stories. Did you imagine the sky? No, you remembered it. That night, the stars were gorgeous. It was just Sam Farts and I. We talked at the well. That's why I kept thinking you were the real Sam Farts. I still believe you're the Sam Farts from Nibelheim. But you don't believe in yourself. These memories aren't enough. Sam Farts, what about your other memories? No, not memories. A memory is something that is consciously recalled, right? That's why sometimes it could be a mistaken or wrong. It's different from a memory, locked deep within your heart. That's why it must be a fake, if you could recall up that memory. That's it. What about some memory that has to do with me? If I say something, you can't remember it. But if you say something and I remember it too, then we'll know that's a memory.
Makes perfect sense.
Talk to me. Talk about anything. Some important memory to you. Now that you mention it, why did you want to join Soldier in the first place? I always thought it was a sudden decision. I was devastated.
Oh, I was devastated. I wanted to be noticed. I thought if I got stronger, someone would notice.
Someone to notice you? Who?
Who? You know who. You, that's who.
Me? Why?
Jim Babs, did you forget about those days?
Look, I'm sorry, but what are you talking about?
Senpai, I just want Senpai to notice me. No, it's alright. You were having a hard time back then. You were so busy with your own things, it's only natural you don't remember me then.
Then?
It's important to me. I hate to say it, but it's a very important memory. Do you want to see it? A sealed up secret wish, tender memories, no one can ever know. He just says hurry. Oh,
Do you know where this window goes to, Jen Babs? Fine, I'll go. It's Jen Babs' house. My room? You know, I didn't fully appreciate the fact that her room is fucking massive. Look at this. It is huge. She basically has a bedroom attached to a living room, and that's all her bedroom. She has room for a goddamn piano in her room. Granted, it's not a grand piano, but still. Like, look at the floor space in here. It's bigger than most of the house. It was my first time there. Was it? I only used to look up at it from the outside. Yeah, uprights aren't exactly small either, like it's still a big thing. Hey, look. Sam Farts is coming. Think he wants to come in? Is that the first day you came into my room? That's right. My room could either fit one of my grands or my bed. But you have multiple grand pianos, Krios? Tell me more. That's right. We live next door to each other, but I really didn't know you that well. I've known you since you were children, and always thought we were close. 2 grand pianos, nice. A Steinway and a Kawaii? You have a cute one? Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever being in my room. Jen Babs always used to have her own group. That's right. I thought they were all stupid. What? You were all childish, laughing at every little stupid thing. But we were children. I know, I was the stupid one. I really wanted to play with everyone, but you never let me in the group. And later I started thinking I was different. I was different from those immature kids. Then maybe. Your mom teaches piano, and the new Steinway is basically your dream piano? Oh, nice. Well, I imagine she'll be very happy with the new Steinway. Just maybe they would invite me in. I thought that might happen, so I hung around. I was so prejudiced and weak. That night I asked Jen Babs to come out to the well. I thought to myself Jen Babs would never come, that she hated me. It was so sudden, I was a bit surprised. But it's true we weren't that close, but after you left town I really thought about you a lot. I used to wonder how Sam Farts was doing. Wonder if you were able to get in the Soldier. I started reading the newspaper thinking I might see an article about you. Thanks, Jen Babs. Tell him what you told me later. He'll probably be so happy. Okay. Huh? What happened on this day? Was it a special day? This was the day. Oh, it's the piano you learned on? That's a little bit sad, yeah. Jen Babs' mother. The day Mom died. I wanted to see Mom. I wonder if there's anything beyond that mountain. Mount Nibble is scary. Many people have died here. No one crosses that mountain alive. How about those that died? Did Mama pass through the mountains? That mountain sucks. Screw that mountain. I'm going.
Oh, one of those kids is brave enough to keep going at least. Oh, two of them. Come on, peer pressure. Oh, looks like we got a kid who will be ostracized forever. I'm taking the Alpha Trail. Doot, doot, doot. That's how she died. Everyone's going to the rapture. Oh, we're deep in the rapture right now. We fell into the big white light. I don't remember the path I walked. Jen Babs missed her step. I ran to her, but didn't make it in time. We both fell off the cliff. Back then I scarred my knees, but... Sam Farts, why'd you bring Jen Babs to a place like this? I'm dying. What the hell's the matter with you? What if she dies? You're a stupid kid and I hate you. Jen Babs was in a coma for 7 days. We all thought she wouldn't make it. If only I could have saved her. I was so angry at myself for my weakness. Ever since then I felt Jen Babs blamed me. When I have control, I get into fights with anyone. That was the first time I heard about Sephiroth. I thought if I was strong like him, then... If I could just get stronger, then even Jen Babs would have to notice me. So that was it? It was a stupid crush you had? Jesus Christ. This game is motivated by a fucking crush as a child? Oh lord. Sorry, Sam Farts. If I only remembered more clearly what happened, I could have done something sooner. It's not your fault, Jen Babs. But I remember back when we were 8. That's it, now I know. You weren't created 5 years ago. My childhood memories weren't all made up. Hang in there, Sam Farts, just a little longer. You've almost found the real you. Let's go back to Nibelheim again. Ooh, he leveled up. Oh my god, Jimmy, you're at work with your, like, terrible toothache? That sounds awful, man. The truth is right there. We almost have the answer right in the palm of our hands. Gambare, Jimmy, you could do it. Fighto. Oh, my fucking kryptonite. Jesus Christ. I'm blind. Sam Farts, wait. Where are you going? The reactor? To the reactor. The Maker reactor 5 years ago. Get bent, Final Fantasy VII, good lord. Hey, it's Sam Farts. Zach. Zach. You remembered. That's right, it was Zach who came in behind with Sephiroth. Then where were you, Sam Farts? He was the guy on the right-hand side out of, like, the 2 soldiers that came with these 2. Sam Farts, did you see it all? I saw everything. Impaled. Oh, who are you?
Mom. Jen Babs, my town, give it back. I had so much respect for you. I admired you. Sam farts. That's what happened. You were there. You were watching me.
Yeah, I remember.
So it was you.
Hey, Sam farts. If you're feeling sick, why don't you take one of these?
Yeah. Yep, this is me. I never made it as a member of Soldier.
Oh god, that sword was inside Zach's eye. I even left my hometown telling everyone I was going to join, but... I was so embarrassed, I didn't want to see anybody. How does it feel? It's your first time back in your hometown in a long time, right?
You came. You kept your promise. So you really did come back when I was in trouble.
Sorry, I didn't get there sooner.
It's alright, Sam farts.
Just like you. These names are killing you. It really ratchets up the drama, right?
Sam farts. Kill Sephiroth. Okay, Zach, I will. Sephiroth.
Yeah, that was a bad plan. Don't push it. Well, that's bad on the insides. It can't be. Oh lord, that's a lot of ab strength. God damn it. Oh lord. Alright.
Sam farts.
You're a sword guy? I don't recommend anyone try that. I mean, I imagine trying to lift someone using your abs when you've been impaled through the, abdomen. Probably not gonna work out. Then, this is goodbye, Jen Babs. Until we meet again.
It's weird that his subconscious mind makes the same sound as the elevator buttons in the Shinra Tower. Sam farts. Ugh. Oh, Jen Babs. Oh, Sam farts, it's really you, isn't it? Yeah, Jen Babs, we finally meet again. You stupid jerk, you had us all worried sick. Oh god, I'm still dying. Pity me. Sam farts, you alright? Voice there. I see, we're in the live stream, aren't we? Everyone's waiting. Let's go back, Sam farts, back to everyone. Yeah, I guess so. Come on, Jim Babs, let's go home. Whee, off we go. It was really easy to get out of this. It was mostly a metaphorical stream. Yo, you alright, Jin Babs? Jeff Kids, you came back, Sam Farts, where is he? Oh, don't worry about him, he's a tough one. Jeff Kids, when I was in the live stream, I saw the real Sam Farts. I mean, I didn't really find him. Sam Farts, he found himself. It's almost as if he crammed an entire European backpacking trip that would normally take upwards of like 2 months into one 5-minute long segment. It's incredible. Alright, I know. I shouldn't have doubted him. I mean, 2 months, that's amazing. I can't win against you. You're some kind of lady. People have so many things pent up inside of themselves. So many things they can never forget. Strange, isn't it? That one scene in Fire in the Sky will haunt me forever. Yo, Jim Babs, snap out of it. Jim Babs. Just to take a moment here. So, the big twist in this game is that, you know, the first twist is like, oh, it isn't actually him. Cloud is a lie, right? And then they roll with that. And then, like, the second twist is, it turns out he was the guy 5 feet to the right of the person he thought he was. He was there for, like, all of the major events that he thought he was there for. It's just that every time he was thinking about it, he was actually 5 feet to the right. That's the big twist. And I thought that was super stupid when I was a kid. And it's still kind of lame as an adult. Like, he's not an amalgamation of genetic experiments that absorbed other people's memories, as we were told earlier in the game. That was a red herring. It's literally just that he was standing a little bit to the right of the guy he was pretending to be. Because of amnesia after being experimented on by Hojo. Like, it's unclear why he has this weird thought that he was Zack. That doesn't really fit the narrative of Hojo did experiments on him after he found him mostly dead in the reactor. Like, that part still doesn't really gel for me. And I'm hoping that the remake will make that fit a little bit better. And I'm sure some of the spin-off games probably addressed this and like actually made it make more sense. But in the core game, it's literally just, he was 5 feet to the right of him, and then he almost died, and genetic experiments made his memory weird. But he's a loser who couldn't fulfill his dream, so that's pretty interesting. I mean, I like that element. I like that
he made himself the hero of the narrative when in reality he was like a grunt. But at the end of the day, he was still the hero of the narrative, right? Like, Zack failed when he tried to stop Sephiroth. Zack died, but Cloud managed to stop Sephiroth. He was the actual hero. It was his childhood, like, trauma, I guess you could call it, of being like an outcast that drove him to join the group, and he had that pent up, like, oh, I didn't make it. He couldn't make it into Soldier. But he was still the hero at the end of the day. Yeah, I like that he was forced to go home and he didn't want anyone to know he failed. Those parts work. It's just the part where, like, the memory transposition thing, like, doesn't make too much sense. But minor quibble, right? I do like the elements there. Fuck ups make the best heroes. So, I mean, obviously you want a flawed hero, otherwise you're gonna have a boring story. I just think it's weird that the big twist is he was 5 feet to the right of the dude. Everyone, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. But don't say anything, Sam Farts. All you've been doing is apologizing. I was never in Soldier. I made up the story about what happened 5 years ago and my being in Soldier. I left my village looking for glory, but never made it into Soldier. I was so ashamed of being so weak. Then I heard this story from my friend Zack. I created an illusion of myself made up of what I had seen in my life. I continued to play the charade as if it were true. Illusion, huh? Pretty damn strong for an illusion. Oh no, Krios is turning on Fire Emblem again. Physically, I'm built like someone in Soldier. Hojo's plan to clone Sephiroth wasn't that difficult. It was just the same procedure they used when creating members of Soldier. You see, someone in Soldier isn't simply exposed to Mako energy. Their bodies are actually injected with Genova cells. For better or worse, only a strong can enter Soldier. It has nothing to do with the Genova reunion, but weak people like me get lost in the whole thing. Combination of Genova cells, Sephiroth's strong will, and my own weakness are what created me. Everyone knew that. I'm Sam Farts. It's almost 1 a.m. That means it's 3 houses time. I think you mean it's almost 4 a.m. Almost bedtime. Master of my own illusionary world. But I can't remain trapped in an illusion anymore. I'm gonna live my life without pretending. You're sure messed up, Sam Farts. That means he ain't no different from before. By the way, Sam Farts, what are you going to do now? Don't tell me you're going to leave the ship. I'm the reason why Meteor is falling towards us. That's why I have to do everything in my power to fight this thing. Good. Then you're gonna keep fighting to save the planet? It's like you always told me, Jeff Kids. I love his creepy vestigial thumb that's just like on his block hand. Only Barrett has the vestigial thumb. Everyone has a pure cube. One pure cube. And then fucking Jeff Kids with a vestigial thumb just creepily wiggling around on his cube. Oh, you mean that? Explain this whole meteor thing to me. Alright. As if you're 5 years old. So, the idea here is Sephiroth wants to essentially become a god. That's his whole goal, is to ascend to a higher plane. In order to do it, he has to harness all of the life stream, the whole power of the planet, which is essentially what like an alien invasive species tried to do centuries ago, of which he is a genetic descendant because he was made in a lab with the cells of that alien being. His plan to do that is to use a materia that is super powerful called Meteor. And Meteor is going to slam into the planet, causing a huge gaping wound in the planet. And what happens when there's a giant wound in the planet is that the life stream kind of flows up and out to heal that wound. And he's going to then harness all of that energy to become an unstoppable godman. So basically his plan is to force the planet to try and heal itself, steal that healing energy, and usurp it. And that's his plan. He's gonna take advantage of all those tiny little platelets of the planet. As if that's how the live stream works or something. That's pretty much it. Couldn't like dig a hole. See, just being able to access a little piece of the live stream is not enough. He needs all of it to come out and be exposed for plot reasons, because the writer said so. What? I don't understand. There ain't no getting off of this train. What 3 people are screaming this right now? Oh, like a really big hole. If you've ever seen... I guess if you've never played this game, you won't know, but later in the game, there's going to be a cutscene when the meteor's about to hit the planet and you actually see the live stream, like, exiting the planet to react to it. That's the whole thing. Like, he needs all of the energy to leave the planet itself. A hole would still only be, like, accessing... Even if the hole's massive, like 5%, 10%, he needs, like, 90% of it to come out so he can take hold of it. Do, 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 do. Sam Farts, I was deeply moved by your story. I'm really a weak person, so I could really understand how you feel, Sam Farts. No one knows when fighting would begin, but let's get ready. Alright, well... We're gonna go with... Earlier, when we were playing through this game, we had as many ladies on the team as possible. It's time to really flip the scripts, go for a big sausage fest right now. Only dicks allowed. However, I do need to, like, take all the material off Yuffie. Sorry, nin.
Listen, Sam Farts, we're right in the middle of the mission for the huge materia, right? I know this is kind of out of the blue, but Janan has an underwater reactor. As far as I can see, that's the only one left. That's that, let's go.
Alright, so we're gonna have the underwater segments. That's a kind of long chunk. Yeah, I want to, like, take everyone's stuff out of their party. There's gonna be the rocket ship scene, which is probably my favorite part in the middle of the game that I can remember well. So we're coming up on some, like, big beats in the story that I rather enjoy. But we also need to start breeding a bunch of birds. Empty your pockets. Everybody, pockets out. Give me all that shit. Oh, I did this wrong. At some point, we'll switch Nin back in, but I want to have a go with, like, Sid and Vincent for a little while. This is one of the few games where I actively, like, swap party members out all the time. Usually I have, like, 3 favorites, and I use them the entire time. But with 7, like, I actively keep my party pretty actively shifting. I've ever played Shining Force. I have not played Shining Force. I'm actually not familiar with Shining Force, to be honest. Whoa, Gym Maps didn't have any materia on her? That's wild. That's weird. That's wild and weird. Sleipnir, how is it going, Sleipnir? Shining Force is fantastic. Tell me about it. I'm unfamiliar with Shining Force. I got normal. Just going for, like, big defense right now. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. Oh, we forgot to take off their accessories. There's only the one ribbon, which is very frustrating. She didn't have it? Who has it? This game is fucking arbitrary sometimes. Give me back my ribbon. Agreed, I love Shining Force. It's kind of generic TRPG, like Fire Emblem, turn-based RPG. When you say Fire Emblem, like strategy RPG? I should really do a stream. It's my kind of game. Shining Force 4 you played a lot of when you were younger. I'll look into it. We have a number of RPGs on our horizon for the Late Night Wispy stream. After 7, I want to do Tactics. I really want to do Dragon Quest 11. I want to play through at some point. Obviously, the Persona 5 Royal is going to come out, and that's going to be kind of like what we did with fucking Death Stranding, where there will be a couple of daytime streams. I'll play that, as well as during the Late Night Tipsy stream, because that's 100 hours long. Like, if we were to just do that for the Late Night Tipsy stream, that would take roughly... Let's see... That would take like 3 months to get through, which is a while, if we just did Late Night Wispy streams. So we'll probably do some daytime streams of Persona. Otherwise, boy howdy. I might even do like some of the side quests off stream just to like make sure we can get through it. Because like there's the going about town quests and the exploring mementos quests, and those are pretty light in story. Like there's some nice little sub stories in there, but they're not stories that involve the team of it doesn't involve the Phantom. I can't remember what the Phantom Thieves. You get to name them, so I remember my team name and not what they were called. So like I could do those off stream to mitigate some of the time. Because for the most part, it's not their story when you're doing those memento stories. Okay. Whoever's gonna be the healer is gonna get the ribbon. So I guess it's gonna be big. I get the white cape. Alright, you got your best stupid sword, you have your best stupid gun, and you have your best stupid thing. Drains 1/2 fire cold lightning attack. Drains fire. So that means I heal for half the damage from fire, cold, and lightning. And it would fully heal whenever fire attacks happen. And this would fully heal for lightning attacks. I'm gonna stick with the Dragon Armlet. It has the most slots to it. And I drain for... You know what, we're gonna go with bolts. Lightning happens a little bit more often than cold at this point in the game. Alright, materia time. Summons Phoenix. And you're gonna be my healing man, so you get all restore. You know, I give Cloud revive. With added cut. That way we at least have some spread out healing and raising. Give you counterattack. Elemental with Phoenix. So some nice fire damage on our attacks. MP capacity. Now we'll give him Bahamut. Alright, now for me. All with... I believe Ultima already targets everybody. So all with... lightning. I am missing some summons still. Kajata Shiva, Remu, Bahamut, Odin, Neo Bahamut. Oh, he has all of them. Good lord. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take Phoenix. I'll give you... Oh, Titan. We'll give you Titan. Earth damage. There, now at least I could have like one cool summon. And you summon Tiamat. Unfortunately, can't summon Tiamat. But sooner or later we'll be able to summon the whole crew of the Knights of the Round Table. Knights of the Round Table is the best summon. Uses extra MP, increase the power of the paired magic. MP plus. And Kogabo lower. There we go. Oh no, you're being ambushed.